Hey friends, welcome to today's video. Today we're just gonna do a good old-fashioned makeup haul because I just filmed a video on some eyeliner tips and tricks. My makeup is all done, my hair is all done. I've got a bunch of new makeup here that I've recently purchased or picked up, ordered, shopped in store, and I thought I would just sit down and share with you what I got. I would love to know if there's any products that I'm gonna share that you guys really want reviews on or a future follow-up video on. Of course, you guys are gonna start seeing these products in videos, but if there's anything in here, this haul that like you want more details on, you want a full wear test or review or tutorial, please let me know. Let's get started. So the first little haul is a little order that I got from Saks Fifth Avenue. I bought some products from Saks. I'm going to be working with them at the end of this month. And so I just kind of got to shop and I had basically, the way that it kind of works is they sent me a list of like priority brands, like products that I can choose from or brands I can choose from. And there's quite a bit. So it was nice. I actually like really got to like really shop and pick what I wanted. And then I placed an order for these products myself. So let me dive in. Let's go here first. I can't remember. Okay, I'm getting all over the place. Let's just move on, Lisa. Okay, so the first product that I picked was the La Mer Sheer Pressed Powder. I picked up the shade Light. I do like the loose version of this. I have that. I purchased that a year or so ago, and so I thought I would get the pressed for like a touch-up powder. I actually have been using this. I've been using it and putting it back in the box. I don't know why. I don't know why I have such a hard time. Maybe because of the price point. I have a hard time just like throwing away the box. Like, I don't know why. Is that silly? That sounds so silly and it makes no sense, but it is what it is. So this actually came with a little puff to it, but I have discarded that because I don't use those. I picked up the shade Light and I feel like I could have maybe gone up a little bit, but it is more of a sheer powder, so it works really well for me. And honestly, when I use a setting powder, I like it to either be translucent or a little bit lighter because one, I don't want to alter the shade of my foundation. I don't want it to make it any darker. I mainly touch up underneath my eyes or in the center of my face. And if anything, I want that area to be brighter. So if a powder is a little bit lighter, that's perfectly fine. I really like this. It's a great powder. I've been using it with my BK Beauty 108 brush just to set the center of the face, and it's great. I haven't kept it in my purse yet. I'm trying to keep like just kind of using it over the next couple weeks, keep it organized with the other products that I picked up from Saks. So when I sit down to film my video, you know, I'll have it all together and all organized. But I got this, really like it. I also got this, and I'm sad to report that I love it. It's the La Mer Radiant Skin Tint Broad Spectrum SPF 30. So this is a tinted moisturizer. You guys, this is good. I'm wearing it today. I did go over it with a little bit of the Lancome Stick Foundation just because I was filming, but quite honestly, this like makes my skin look pretty good. I mean, it doesn't look like full coverage at all, but it looks good. I mean, I don't even feel like I necessarily needed to put foundation on, but because I was filming a video, I like to wear a little bit more makeup when I film YouTube videos than I do on a day-to-day kind of running around town, you know, doing my normal life stuff. And this gives me the coverage that I would need, you know, just for that. And I'm not talking like just like, you know, like go to the gym or go walk. No, like this is like, I mean, it's like makeup. It gives me it evens the skin tone out really well, and it gives a little bit of coverage, and it has an SPF of 30, and it's really easy to blend into the skin. When I compare it to my Elastin, my broad spectrum Elastin SPF 36, it's a little different. I feel like this is definitely more of a makeup. That's a mineral sunscreen. The color is a little bit different. This has more of a color pigmented to it, while the mineral sunscreen has that kind of mineral sunscreen look. It has a little bit of color, but it also has a little bit of whiteness. It blends in perfectly fine, and I have no issues blending in, but I can't really compare the two. I'm only comparing the two because they're both kind of similar at a surface level of being a tinted SPF, but this definitely is more of a makeup. It is really, really beautiful. I'm kind of debating taking it to Colorado or not. It's so pretty. I think I'm gonna take my Elastin though to Colorado just because that's more of like a skincare item, and I'm not gonna really wear a lot of makeup there, so, but I really like it. Why am I putting this back in the box? It makes no sense. Does anyone else do that? I don't know. I don't know why I do that with like high-end products. Maybe it's because I have this like idea of once I throw the box away, it's final. Like I can't exchange it or return it. I don't know. I also got the La Mer concealer, stick concealer. And to be honest, I don't know that this would be a product that I would go and like purchase myself, but I'm working with them and I wanted to like have, you know, a good mix of products to try. And I really love the Clay to Pose stick concealer. And the reason I say it wouldn't be a product I'd go and pick up is because typically I don't like a stick concealer. Typically I like a liquid or a cream concealer that's a little more creamier. Most stick concealers I've tried tend to be dry. The Clay to Pose is is a stick concealer, so it's more drier than a liquid or cream, but I find that it doesn't look dry. It's a really great stick concealer. I like this one better, believe it or not. This one even feels creamier than the Clé de Peau. I do think I should have gotten one shade darker. I got the shade Light, but there was like a really fair shade, there was this shade, and then there was medium, and I thought medium looked a little too dark online. I didn't see it in person, but this works. If I do like a peach color corrector and then I put this on top of it, it works. This is what it looks like. I really love this though. I've been playing with it. I've worn it maybe 4 or 5 times. And I think the best way that I like to wear it, since the color is too light for me, is to use a peach color corrector and then put a little bit of this just in the corner right here for a little bit more brightness. But if I apply too much of this, it looks too light on me. But that's a color thing, not a formula thing. I'm kind of debated, like, you know, exchanging it for a darker one, but I've used it so much at this point that I think I'm just gonna go buy the darker one because I really like it. I really, really like it. It stays in place all day. I don't have issues with it creasing. It doesn't make my under eye look dry. It's really pretty. I like it. I know it's a splurge, you guys. I know it's a splurge, but I like it. I also got this Lancome, what is this? This is the, what? I feel so silly. I don't know why I have a hard time pronouncing the Lancome's products, but it's, okay, it's a lacquer. And the shade, it says it's buildable shine in color, longwear lip color. And I am going to not even pronounce the name because again, I will sound silly. And it's number 202. Yeah, their names are like, I have an issue pronouncing the Lancome name, so I'm just gonna say the number is 202. This I thought was gonna be like a lip paint or a liquid lip, but it's actually not. It's kind of more of a gloss and lip color. I already have a lipstick on, but I'm gonna hit it. Right on top. It's pretty much the same color as my lipstick. My lipstick is doing that funny thing where it gathers in the inner part of my lip. This is a pretty color. So I have a lipstick on, so it looks a lot more pigmented than it does without a lipstick. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like on my hand. It's actually more sheer on my hand than it is on when you build it. This is what it looks like. Really pretty. I haven't really worn, I mean, I've put this on when I first got it, but I haven't like worn it around for the day, so I don't quite have an opinion on this product yet. But that is one product that I picked up. I also picked up a Dior Kabuki Brow Styler, which I'm super excited about. I did try this on the other day. I got the shade Light Brown. It's a little bit warmer than my normal brow pencil, but it works. What's interesting about this is the brush on the other side is like one of those little, it reminds me of an Artiste brush. So this brush does a great job of making it look like a soft kind of powdered brow. The tip of this is kind of more of that like thicker triangular tip. It kind of reminds me of the NYX Precision Brow Pencil, but I really like this. Creamy, very pigmented, stayed on all day. I also picked up the Clé de Peau Cream Blush, and I already know that I love this formula, but I got a new shade. I got the shade 2. I have the shade 4 already. This is just a little bit more of a kind of pinky shade. The one I have in 4 is also pink, but it's more on the peach side. This is a little bit cooler tone, and it looks like it has a tiny bit of a shimmer to it. Yeah, it does. It has, that's pretty. It has like a little shimmer to it. It's gonna be hard to see because it's so fine. It's such a fine shimmer, which is perfect for the cheeks because you don't want anything too shimmery or too frosty because that just magnifies pores or texture that you have on your cheeks, which mostly is pores for us. So I'm excited to use that. Or, like I said, I already know I love that formula of cream blush. And then the last product that I got from Saks is the Clé de Peau Refined Lip Luminizer. I got the shade number 1, Old Rose. And I did try this on when I first got it, and it's such a beautiful formula. It's so sheer in color though. Very, very, very sheer in color. I'm gonna build and build so you guys can see kind of what you get. This particular color is very light though, so they do have other shade options. If you got something a little bit more bold and bright, you would see that, but again, it's a very sheer product. It's not a super pigmented product. High shine, it feels like a lip balm. It's Clé de Peau, it's beautiful. So yeah, I got that as well. So I'm gonna stick this back in the box. So that's what I got from Saks. Then I went into Sephora and I shopped in store. I'm gonna share with you guys what I picked up there. Picked up some new products. I picked up some products that I love that I used in the past, like the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I love this foundation, and I've been following this makeup artist on Instagram. Kellyanne is her name. She actually lives in Austin. I'm trying to get in touch with her because I would love for her to be on my channel. She's super talented. She has like this signature, like beautiful, natural, glowy makeup look that is just like captivating. Like every time I'm scrolling on Instagram and I see her videos, I'm just like, I get sucked in. And she made me buy it again, the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, because she was raving about it. And like I said, I already know I love this foundation. This has been a favorite of mine for a long time, but doing YouTube videos, you pick up and test new products all the time. So sometimes you forget about old favorites. I picked up the shade 5.9 and it is perfect. Then I also picked up the Patrick Ta palette. I already have been using this. Obviously it's out of its unit carton, but this is so beautiful. I actually have it on my eyes today. So today I have on this shade pretty much all over. I have this in the outer corner, a little bit of this in the outer corner built on top of it, a little bit of this in the inner corner. I haven't used the cream products yet. It's a beautiful palette. I'm still playing with it. If you guys want a tutorial using this palette, let me know. It's your kind of basic warm neutral palette. It's really beautiful. It's kind of, you know, totally my wheelhouse, I guess you could say, that those warm peachy neutrals, really great for green or blue eyes, makes them pop. Love the packaging, so I got that. I also picked up the Dior Backstage Eye Palette, and this was kind of a random product that I picked up. Every time I'm at Sephora, I walk by the Dior like display, and I'm always tempted to buy their products, but then I always hesitate. And I'll tell you why. Whenever I'm shopping for makeup, there's part of me that's shopping for products that I want, and there's the other part of me about shopping for products that I know you guys want to see me talk about or review, or what's hot, what's trending, what are people going to want to watch videos on. So it's like kind of this struggle, right? So most of the time when I walk by Dior, I hesitate or I resist buying because I don't feel like there's a huge interest, maybe I'm wrong, in Dior products. They're kind of higher price point. They're not a brand that I see, you know, covered a lot on YouTube, aside from like the luxury beauty YouTube channels, which I'm not really, you know, that's not my niche. So anyway, I decided to go for it. What sold me on this is it's a basic neutral palette. And it's funny because I picked this up on the same shopping trip that I picked this up, and I bet we could compare these two and there's a lot of similarity, but this has an eye primer built into it. I didn't realize that. I thought that was cool. So I picked it up. I've played with it a little bit. I wasn't super blown away, honestly, when I first wore it, but I need more time to play with it. I was kind of in a rush the day that I did my makeup for that. So we will play more with that. I also picked up the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer, the blurring one. I'm excited to try that. I have not tried that yet. I also picked up, ooh, I'm really excited about this. This is the Makeup Forever Artist Nude Cream, and I got the shade 1 Uncovered. Let me show you what this is. This is a lipstick. I actually forgot what this was. I thought this was an eye crayon, but it's a lipstick. No scent. Well, yeah, kind of a little bit of scent, but I loved the color of this. Is that not like the prettiest pinky rosy nude you've seen? It is so pigmented. It's got a traditional kind of tacky, sticky feel to it, but it just is like, it reminds me of good old fashioned makeup. It reminds me of like the good old fashioned pro, like, you know, pro grade level lip lacquers is what it is. You know, I feel like there's all these innovative formulas coming out in lip products, and they're cool and they're fun, but this just reminds me of like, you know, good old fashioned professional makeup. So I'm excited about this. This is what I got. I got the Makeup Forever. I'm all into eye crayons lately. I just think that they're easy to throw on. They're easy summer makeup, but also they're great for the lower lash line, for like liner on the lower lash line. They give you that look as if you've used eyeshadow and smoked it out, but it's not. It's one step with an eye crayon. I got the shade 12 Sunrise from Makeup Forever. Let me show you. Oh, so pretty. That, can you guys see that? Where is it? Right there. That is so gorgeous. Now, this is not dark enough to really be a lower lash line liner for me, but this right here is going to be so beautiful on the eyelid. Like, oh, I'm imagining it right now. I feel like I will be like J-Lo vibes with this. Just scribble this on the lid, blend it out with your finger. Oh, so pretty. Super excited about this. I need to keep this out. Sometimes if you could see my room right now, it's chaos. And I bought this like a week ago and I haven't used it. I can't believe I haven't used it because I buy stuff and then it just gets like, I need to clean and organize because sometimes I buy stuff and then I forget about it. And I also got the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick Eye Color. I got the shade Bed of Roses. This was really beautiful. I think this is a new product. It was kind of featured as a new product. I love the packaging of this. I'm really loving this rose gold moment that everyone is having. There was another shade that I almost bought, but I decided to go with this one. It's a rosy pink with a like silver fleck to it. So we're seeing all these warm shades out on the market, and this is, you know, pink, it's warm, but it's got the silver reflex to it. So it kind of adds that coolness. I think it's really beautiful. This I think would be really beautiful on lower lash liner, and I also think it'd be really beautiful on the eyes. I'm so excited to try to play with both of these. Let's put this guy back in his box. I just need to throw these boxes away. If I throw these boxes away, then I'll start to use these, but I don't know why. Does anyone else do that? Do you buy new makeup and then you like swatch it and then you put it back in the box for a little bit? I don't know why I do that. It's not like I really return makeup, but this falls into that category of product that I walk by and I really want, but I also think no one wants to hear about this. But maybe you will. I don't know. I swatched it in Sephora and I thought, oh my God, this is going to be the next thing for me. You know, when one of your like channels that you watch like loves a product and raves about it so much, it kind of becomes like their thing and they just share it and share it and share it. And then, you know, people go and buy it and love it. You know, I feel like for me, that's the Face Atelier foundation. There's a few other products that I'm losing them off the top of my head, but there's some products that I know that I just love, love, love so much. And I just keep on talking about. And then I hear back from you guys like, oh, I got it and I love it. I feel like the Elastin SPF skincare is one of them, the tinted SPF. Anyway, well, I tested this and I was like, this is going to be the next one, but maybe not. And it's funny because this isn't even a product that I'm going to use as it's intended. This is the 3D All Over Glow. It's an illuminating powder, okay, like a finishing powder. Okay, can we just talk about this packaging? I know it's so beautiful. Gosh, it's so pretty. Now, this powder looks like a skin tone color, right? Isn't that pretty? It has, oh, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh. It has, let me actually put this right here so you guys can see. The prettiest golden peachy sheen to it. It is so hard to describe. I'm going to layer it up so hopefully you can really see it. I will not use this all over my face because I think all over my face it's gonna make me look super shiny. But this I think is gonna be beautiful as a highlight on my cheekbones. This will be beautiful on my eyelid. This will be beautiful in the inner corner of my eyelid. This would be beautiful down the center of my nose. It's just one of those products that I felt like I had to have it. Like I know I will never, ever, ever finish this product, but let's be real. Am I ever gonna finish any of this makeup? Probably not. I knew that this was not a practical purchase for me. It was not a practical purchase. I guess I could try it all over my face. You know what? We are here. Let's do it. Let me get a large brush though. Let's try this. Never say never. Okay, so this is intended to be like an all over finishing powder, I believe. To me, it looked a little too shimmery to do that. We're gonna do it right now though. And I'm grabbing a big fluffy brush. This is the BK Beauty 102. When you are working with a product that you're worried might be too shimmery, use something big and fluffy, okay? Because it's gonna apply product very light and soft. Okay, it's really pretty. It is pretty. It's very subtle. But again, I'm not applying too much. Ooh, that is actually really nice. Okay, I stand corrected. I could use this all over my face, but the key is using a big fluffy, fluffy brush, not something like this. This is normally how I apply my powder. This, I would look like a greasy mess, I think, if I use this brush for this. But it's just so beautiful. It has this peachy pink opalescent sheen to it. It is so pretty. I was very excited about this. But again, this was one of those products that I knew, I don't think anyone is gonna be interested in this, but I am. And it's important that I get things I want, right? Okay, the next I'm really excited about, and I've actually been using this, I have it on today. It is the Pat McGrath's Divine Blush in the shade Nude Venus, and it was meant to be that I got this blush because it was the only like shade that really jumped out to me, and they didn't have any on the tester unit. They were all out. But she tracked down, she had one and it was hidden in the back somewhere kind of on someone's desk. So I got this. It's so beautiful. It has a little bit of a sheen to it, really pretty kind of peachy, nude, rosy shade. I really like this. Okay, so is that all I got from that Sephora trip? Oh no, I got one more product that I'm actually gonna take back because does anyone else feel like the lighting in Sephora is different than daylight? I mean, that's obvious, right? Because there's no natural light windows, but I feel like I test products in there and they look completely different when I get home. I picked up the YSL lipstick in the shade 10, Beige Tribute, and it looked more pink in the store. When I got home and I put this on for the first time, it looked like I was dead. It was like grayish pink. It did not look good on me. It was not cute. And you know, I don't know, it's YSL. So what was this, like $30, $40 or something? So I am going to go and exchange this for another color. But that is what I picked up from Sephora. I also placed an online order from Sephora. So let me share what I got there. Okay, you guys, this is just a couple of products, so we are almost done, but I purchased the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions Precision Gel Liner in the shade Deep Bronze, and I really like this product. I've used this once, and first of all, I have to say that I love Patrick Ta's packaging and their components. They are so beautiful and practical at the same time. This shade is, I love a mechanical pencil too, by the way, because they're just easy. You don't have to worry about sharpening it. It's always available and ready. This shade is a rich brown with a little bit of shimmer. The shimmer is very, very subtle though, so it's not, you know, real obvious, which is nice. This is a great liner for my upper lash line. I can also use this on my lower lash line and just smoke it out with a shadow. I like a softer lower lash line, and this is just as like, I don't want to use the word harsh because that sounds negative, but this is just as deep as I would go, if that makes sense. I usually don't go with anything deeper on my lower lash line, but I really like this. The formula is nice and creamy, and it's really beautiful. I also picked up the Huda Beauty Glow It Wish Soft Radiance Bronzing Powder, and I've been using this, and I really like it. I picked up the shade medium. I think I could have gone a little bit lighter, but I'm keeping this one because it works. I have it on today. It's definitely my summer bronzer shade. When I opened it, it looked really too dark, but as I used it, I found that it worked really well. It kind of reminds me of the Hourglass bronzers, to be honest. It's kind of like that, you know, bronze highlighty veining, has a little bit of a sheen to it, not too shimmery, but definitely gives you a really subtle glow. And the last product I ordered was the Makeup by Mario blush stick. I got the shade Pale Petal. It is a soft pinky shade. I have used this once and I don't quite know my opinion on it yet. It does have a little brush on the end, which I honestly won't really use. It's a little too dense for me. Okay, so this is what the color looks like. I've used this once. I don't really have an opinion yet. I need to play with it a little bit more before I decide kind of how I feel about it. On the hand, it has a good amount of color. It's buildable, so you can get a more sheer application, but you can get more of a pigmented, you know, payoff as well. It does feel a little creamier and tackier. Not really lightweight. It is a little bit more tacky on the skin. When I applied it, I believe I applied it after I had set with powder, so it was not the best way to apply it. I like to apply cream products. I feel like you get the best payoff, or the best you know, application when you apply it on, before you apply powder. And I remember applying this over powder, and I was kind of like, on the fence about it. So I need to play with this more. If you have used this, I would love to know your thoughts on it. What's your favorite color? How do you like to apply it? What do you blend it out with? And that wraps it up, you guys. I have purchased a lot of products, as you guys can see. So if you have anything that you're really curious about that I shared today, please let me know in the comment section below. And so I can kind of prioritize, you know, the videos that I come out with and what I share, reviews, any particular products that I focus on. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate your time. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.